Right. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is why men cheat. Wow, what topic.
But we all know that black men don't cheat. So
Yeah, they don't cheat, man.
come on. Lawyer and that.
Bare comments.
What? We're cancelled. We are cancelled.
No, but you know what? Let's bring it to topic. Yeah.
definitely.
Why do men cheat, or why do people cheat? Let's leave it at that. Do you know what? I think for some guys, I feel like they can just get away with it. You know, why have 1 meal when you can have 5? You know, and I think that's the sort of mentality they have. But that only comes with immature men. You know, I feel like those people who haven't got to a stage where they feel like they need to be in a long-term relationship or sort of settle or have that stability, they feel like, I need to feel that urge. So some guys are like, I want to experience different women.
Yeah.
I want someone from China, Russia,
Come on.
the islands, all of this kind of stuff, just to experience that. Do I condone it? No. I'm just talking about the psychology of it.
Do you think it's an age thing?
I don't know, I think, it happens more when you're younger, but I just think with some guys, it's just in them. They just want to be that dog, bro. They don't care. Like, as long as they're the alpha, so to speak, then why not? It's that selfish mentality. I want to eat. I want to experience what I want to experience.
Hey, I thought it's difficult. It's difficult because a lot of men don't want to bait themselves up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like you don't want to cheat. If you're a good guy, you want to stick to your missus.
Yeah.
But it's about it becoming more than just for the relationship, let's say. So for me, for example, obviously I'm married, I've got a wife. Yeah? I wouldn't be where I am today doing what I'm doing if it wasn't for my wife, if I didn't have her support. Because you see, when I stopped chasing different girls and did it all around, and I could focus, because it was no longer I could meet a woman and you're just a woman, and then I'm not trying to sexualize you or trying to think about how I could do this or can I get this or actually we can just work together. That has led to me growing my business. When I think about my business and what I've done and my exploits, it's been because of the belief of black women in my business. When I do my seminars, it's 80-90% black women. They're the ones spending money. They're the ones telling friends.
Yeah, but here's a scenario for you. If that went, what happens? Are you saying that now because I don't have that value, I cheat?
No.
I'm not saying, I'm just...
No, what I'm saying is that what makes me desirable, so what makes women maybe be attracted to me, is they see in the finished article. What I need to remember as a man is that I'm not this article without the woman behind me. And so...
I can see bare women going like this, preach.
So without the woman, but like, you see the finish, you see what has taken time, what somebody has taken time to nurture, and I've had to learn how to be, how to act, how to respond, how to listen. A lot of men don't know how to listen.
But you know what? Like, are we putting full responsibility in a man, or is it other experiences that they've had, maybe with other women? Maybe they haven't been loyal to the guy, or maybe there have been situations where, I don't know, they've actually gone through abuse, as an example. That's a sensitive topic.
No, I hear you.
You know, I'm not condoning it. I'm just trying to think of reasons why guys would cheat.
I agree, and I agree that there are those circumstances. But again, I like to talk about the masses, and when I talk about the masses, I feel like now a lot of women are cheating. A lot of women have man and they're cheating on their man.
But we don't have numbers for that. How do we know that?
I just know that from experience.
Yeah.
I talk to a lot of
women. Women are not sort of like... No. Like, they're not removed from this at all.
Not removed at all. And there are a lot of women that are free now. So, with the girl, you have finished having sex, hey, don't fall asleep, my man.
Raw, boy.
Don't fall asleep.
That's mad.
Don't hug me, my G.
Yeah.
Uber's waiting.
Yeah.
I got what I wanted.
Yeah. And then they bounce.
Things have changed.
Yeah, they've changed.
You understand?
Like, women are moving like man.
Women are moving like man.
Yeah.
And you know what? before I used to think, oh no, women. I don't even blame them.
Yeah.
Because men have become so whatless.
Yeah.
Men are doing so much nonsense. Men are moving in so, it's becoming so embarrassing that you can't even blame a woman for saying, you know what, I'm just gonna get mine and keep it moving, because the way you men are trying to break my heart every week, I just can't cope no more. So I now have to remove my emotions and get what I need. And so I feel like I need sex, so that's what I'm gonna get. I feel like I need some companionship, that's what I'm gonna get.
Yeah, but you know what? In situations where you're not committed to anyone, that's not really an issue. You can do what you want. That's up to you. But if you've committed to someone and you're saying you're my girlfriend, wife, whatever it is, and then you go on and cheat, because we're focusing specifically on cheat, why would you make that decision? Because I think sometimes people, what's that saying? People, I don't even know what it is, something about cake. But yeah, basically,
Cake and eat your
yeah, all of that stuff, innit? Like, they want something with a pie, but they want a little bit of, this, that, here and there.
But also you have to remember that maybe you're thinking your man's cheating on you. Maybe she's thinking, right, you're cheating on me, I'm going to go and do my thing. And a lot of men are doing that. And we have to remember that with man, I think a lot of men, we got too much option.
Yeah, of course, because there's more women in the world.
More women.
Yeah.
And then when you now take away how much men are in jail.
Yeah.
How much men die young.
Yeah.
How much men are gay. What? Then women start adding, I want a serious man.
Yeah.
I want a man that with faith.
Yeah.
What?
Then it just lowers the options.
The options are wild. So now, then you get to a point where women are now openly saying, I am happy to play second to your wife or to your partner.
I saw this situation in uni. So this person fully knew that this person was in a relationship, yet they still pursued for years.
Come on.
And in my mind, I'm thinking, don't you respect yourself? Like, why don't you want to be someone's number one when you're clearly number two?
But you know what? I think sometimes because I've had this conversation and the answer is always, well, I know he will treat me right and he's what I
want. Sorry, I can't respect that. Because you're not respecting yourself as a person. You're rushing. And the thing is, it's emotion, innit? All of this is just driven by emotion. People are looking for feeling at the end of the day. People just want to bust a nut at the end of the day. And when they get that feeling frequently, then they feel like they're on top of the world. Because it's that, if they've had a good experience, it's that euphoria, isn't it? But at the end of the day, I don't know, I just don't agree with it. I just don't. I can't, because if you're going to live that lifestyle properly. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're going to sleep around and everything, then do that. But don't commit to something. But
sometimes you've got commitments, bro. Sometimes you've got a mortgage.
No,
sometimes you've got kids.
No, but that's the decision you made.
No, yeah. But what I'm saying is that sometimes it's not as easy as I'm going to walk away.
No, I understand.
You're already invested.
I understand. But you've made that choice.
No, I hear you.
Because if divorce happens down the line, you've still got those commitments. What changes then?
Because I'm not living in the house.
Yeah, but you still got those.
Now somebody else is living in the house.
But they've taken 50% of your.
And I'm still paying for that. And now I knock on the door, some next man with no shirt on opening the door, and my kids are saying, "Oh, hey, daddy, hey, daddy."
It's crazy.
It's a madness.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So it's one of them things where, for me, you got a balance. You got to think about what's going on. Like, what are you really doing? But at the same time, I see a lot of people that want both. What happens if that guy gets a job abroad, or if that guy goes to prison? Where's that loyalty then?
Bruv, I don't even know what to say. Like,
Man's laughing.
I'm just laughing because it's just like, obviously, if you're mature as a couple and you can do it, that's fine. But I just know there are so many guys out there, man or woman, they'll take the opportunity.
Come on.
Because I feel like people love the feeling of feeling like they can get away with it. Do you know what I mean? if they can just sort of like try this person or try that person or have this experience, they'll go for it.
But do you rate a girl that's waiting for a man in prison and turning maybe good guys down or guys that would treat them better for their love for this guy that lives this lover lifestyle?
That's a difficult question, bruv. I don't even know what to say to that. Do I rate them? Of course, you're gonna have to rate them because obviously there is loyalty in it. At the end of the day, like, but it's just a shame if that person was to throw that back in their face.
Come on.
Vice versa, like if a guy waits for a woman who's been in prison for 10 years or whatever it is, you're gonna have to rate that person, you know, because they've waited. But does love change, or does the situation change? I don't know. This whole cheating game thing, I feel like that's quite different.
Yeah.
Compared to where you're in that person's face consistently, you're living with that person. Like you said, you got commitments, you've invested in that person, and then you go and decide to cheat. And I think for those people, they may come up with the excuse that, oh, I feel like there's a void missing. Or I feel like you don't love me anymore, or you don't talk to me the same way, or you don't treat me the same way anymore, or whatever it is, or a new friend has stepped into the scene, and then all of a sudden they're acting funny and different. You know, I think sometimes people use those situations to then use that as an excuse to go and cheat. But then my question would be, did they have it in them all the time anyway? Was it circumstance, or is it just them as a person?
But people make mistakes.
Yeah, people do make mistakes.
And you can learn from them and so forth. But I think, like you said, we're all human, we all make mistakes, and people have different weaknesses. So some people that might be their weakness, and other people, they're strong in that department, but they're weak in others. Do you know what I mean? So we all have our strengths and weaknesses, but what about this whole internet age? And like, I guess this is not quite cheating, but I guess boyfriend and girlfriend is still, do you know what I mean? But people with the social media, you see, you're on Instagram, you just scroll and you're just seeing.
Yeah.
And for like me, you're like the black women.
Yeah.
You're just seeing queens everywhere.
Left, right.
Swipe. Man like me, I didn't even know that Instagram did that thing where if you press like, it lets everybody know that you press like.
Oh, swear down.
What kind of snitch is Instagram?
What? Wait, explain this to me.
My bro, so I was on Instagram, obviously. I'm seeing my Nubian queens and that, with the oil and that. I was giving it the likey-likies.
Yeah, of course. Double tap.
No comments. Just likes.
Yeah.
You go, queen.
Yeah.
Did my wife not say, oh, so you're liking all the pictures? Okay. I said, how did you know? Oh, it shows you all the...
Oh, that feed. Yeah.
Emmanuel liked these. Man, I don't like no more.
But
I just scroll.
Do you think that's a problem?
Not for me, but for my wife, she's not happy.
Oh wow.
She wasn't happy.
I think there's levels to that, innit?
Come on.
Like at the end of the day, if you're liking someone who's got, let's say they're blessed in certain parts, and what they're wearing is extenuating those blessed parts, there's obviously going to be a comment.
Of course.
Let's be real. Why are you liking that in the first place? Not just because they're a Nubian queen, but because they have assets.
Of course, but if you're just scrolling and you just
no. But you know the sort of like repercussions that come from that though.
Yeah, but you know that sometimes it's not even the one that's all the hair and all that. You know that it's just natural in the morning, like
natural with a fat booty.
Listen, no one's seeing no.
That's what I'm saying.
Why are you saying that?
No, but it's true. Like at the end of the day, it's okay. Do you know what? If it was somebody who didn't have breast bump, everything else, but they just, showed themselves a certain way, it doesn't feel like a problem. But if they got assets,
it becomes a problem. I hear you, but you know what? Man just like black girl. Man just like different shape, size,
the whole
color,
shebang.
Complexion,
eye
size, nose size, smile, teeth, like man just hair. Do you know how different hair? Like the same girl.
Digging. That hole is big.
Big. Yo, Mimi, I love you, man.
Coming into confessions like Usher, bro.
Yo, Mimi, on the level. I love you, baby. I love you. But you know, like.
But you know what? I call this a dichotomy, innit? Because at the end of the day, I feel like so many people are compatible with so many different types of people.
Yeah.
But it comes to the human side of the brain where you have to make a human decision and be rational and say, do I need to do this for the short term, for the feeling? And how does this affect my long term? If that makes sense. And I think every time you feed into that short term, you're removing some sort of like attraction towards what you want to achieve long term, innit? You know, don't get me wrong. Like, I show appreciation to different women and everything else.
Of course.
But at the same time, I'm very strategic.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, if I see a certain woman on my feed and I know they're appealing to most men, I'm not going to like their picture. The thing is, like, with Stephanie, she's not like the stereotypical woman. She just isn't. You can ask anyone. She's a bit different in that sense. However, just because she's not like that, I'm still careful.
Of course.
Because that may change. Do you know what I mean? I don't think there's a real issue with liking sort of like different women. However, entertaining that behavior can lead to so many different stuff because people got a wild imagination.
Is it cheating though? Some people will say it's cheating. If you like...
I don't think it's cheating, but it's suspect. That's all it is. It's kind of like, so why are you liking that person's picture?
But what if you don't know them, you don't follow them?
So?
You just appreciate. Isn't that what the like button is for? Because you like something.
Yeah, no, of course. I'm not saying like, you know, you can't like something. I'm just saying it's suspect. Why that specific thing? That's what the person will be thinking. Especially if, obviously no offense to anyone, but if that person has insecurities about certain assets they don't have for whatever reason, then they may be thinking, so, oh, I see, so that's what you like. Okay.
I hear you. That I agree with.
Yeah.
That I agree with, and I think that's something you have to be mindful of, especially when you get into a relationship, is the fact of your partner's insecurities and not to play up to them. And so exactly that, even though I personally felt like there's nothing wrong with me liking random people. I'm on Instagram, I like. If I like it, I like it. Just the same way I like a quote, I like a beautiful black woman. But if I know that plays up on my wife, if I know that's an issue for her, then I have to compromise and say, actually, I need to stop doing that because that's doing more harm than good.
Yeah, now I hear you, man. But it's not cheating. It's just suspect.
Just suspect.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. But for some guys, yeah, like I said, they got a wild imagination in it because I think that's one of the differences between a man and a woman. A guy can really think and feel creatively to the point where they feel like they need to go and achieve a certain thing. Not to say women can't achieve certain things. That's not what I'm saying at all. But they'll take it to the extent where they want to meet that woman or they want to meet women like that person they've been liking on Instagram or whatever it is, or on some swipe app or whatever it is, just so they can say they've done it.
So talk to me about this whole work wife, work husband.
Ooh, that's a good one, you know. Work wife, work. Do you know what? It's a weird dynamic. Why do you have to come up with that status in the first place? Because for you to come up with that status means that there must be something. There must be some sort of connection or relationship developed underlying. Are you almost saying, oh, if I didn't have my real wife or girlfriend, whatever it is, then you would be my wife? Or are you saying I would cheat with you? Or are you just saying, oh, we got a thing going on?
I'm with you, my bro.
Do you know what I mean?
It's unacceptable.
What's all of this?
What's all that? And the people are feeding into it.
I don't know what to say because...
Until we get to Christmas party, then all of a sudden...
You don't know that person.
Come on.
Work who?
Come on.
Do you know what I mean?
Christmas party, couple drinks, couple dance. And it's no longer work wife, it's just wife.
But you know what? That's a real thing, you know?
Real thing.
Because people feel a certain way when they see you with your woman. I was talking to Stephanie about this like literally yesterday, and how sometimes, this is even with friends, it's almost like their body language shows threat. Like, oh, they actually do have a wife. I can't be myself and open with that person. And for me, that poses a problem because it almost shows that given a situation, that person would cheat.
Okay, so what about men that say, I don't wear my ring because it makes other people in the workplace feel uncomfortable.
Why do you care about other people?
I'm just asking the question, my bro.
Oh, no. No, that's my answer, though.
I wear mine. I'm just saying.
But that's my answer, innit? For richer, for poorer, for better, for worse, till death do us part.
Definitely.
At the end of the day, if that is truly the case, why are you caring about other people? You may feel uncomfortable because, don't get me wrong, you can be married, you can have someone, but I still do believe you can feel for someone else.
Yeah.
As wrong as that sounds, it's the truth.
Yeah.
The difference is you're committed to that person.
Yeah.
And that's where the maturity thing doesn't match for those people who actually cheat.
Yeah.
They're not committed and they're not mature enough to realize what they want to build with this person and the decision they made. So in those situations, that's an immature mindset.
I agree.
You kind of need to be, it's almost like lions, yeah? They say lions piss in a certain area to claim their territory. If you're going to be with someone, claim it.
Yeah, claim it.
Say it with your chest.
Do it. Be out there.
Just say it with your chest, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you've made that decision. Don't get me wrong, people make mistakes, innit? Whether you cheat or go with that person, that could be a mistake in itself. Sometimes people need that event to happen to actually be honest with themselves and say, this wasn't working from the first place.
Hey.
You know? But I haven't experienced this, but what's your thoughts around sort of like all of these dating apps and...
You know what? It's not even my time.
Yeah. I agree.
I didn't even have none of these apps when I was, and I'm thank God.
Yeah.
Because if I did, I might not be married.
Yeah.
That's facts. that's facts. What?
Are you mad?
Man can just swipe left, link up, beat, go home, and repeat. What?
Whoa.
That is wild.
That's mad, bruv.
I thank God that wasn't even around for me.
God is your savior.
Come on, these men don't even need swagger and all that anymore.
Yeah, just
Man are using emojis to move to girls.
Wink.
Come on, these times man like us had to think of lines and that. Man had to walk in a certain way. These men don't even have to spray no perfume on them. And they're coming in all natural. You don't know what a man had to go through. No, you know the times I went, excuse me, no.
Yeah.
Go away. I got that. You know that's rejection.
Yeah.
I had to go through.
Yeah.
These men don't even feeding it. They're sending that emoji, the same line to 100 people. Whoever bites. Whoever doesn't.
You know? And I think technology does that because access is easier.
Come on.
Do you know what I mean? It opens up that access. And people just chasing feeling, innit? They just want to feel smashed.
Come on.
I can't even try and say it eloquently. They just want to beat, they just want to bust a nut, and that's it. At the end of the day.
Come on.
But yeah, I'm not really sure what to say about the whole dating app thing.
I
don't really think it's for dating though.
I think very few find real love, long-term love and relationship in these apps.
Apparently it has helped though.
It has helped. No, people will do.
Yeah.
Yeah, people will do. I mean, some people find love in the strangest places.
Yeah.
But for the majority, that's not the place to go to. But I do think, again, when it comes to the whole cheating thing, accessibility. I mean, there are apps that allow you that work it out for you if you want to cheat. They'll make up fake schedules and book places for you and all of that stuff.
I can't even believe what I'm hearing, bruv.
This is a whole industry.
I can't even believe what I'm hearing.
So it's one of them things where it goes back to what you said. If you want to claim something, claim it. If you want to be in it, be in it. And you make that work. And if you don't want to make it work, be open and honest. Have those conversations. Talk about what does it look like without. But a lot of the time, I tell you, the grass ain't greener. A lot of the time, you think it's better. I've had enough. You do this. And we forget all the good things. We forget all the good things that this person does. All the good things that this person brings. And you focus on the few negative things that we can all improve on in life. And you leave. And you go somewhere else. And you go for that 30%, giving up the 70. And then when you got 30%, but now you got 70% missing, then you go searching again.
There's a hole missing.
There's a hole missing.
That's a complete hole.
And we do that too much. Focus on the good 70% and keep working to make that 75, make that 80. And compromise. Nobody's perfect.
And I think that's what it is at the end of the day. We live in a very self-centered, egotistical, and narcissistic world. A lot of big words there, yeah.
Come on.
But really and truly, all that's saying is we think about ourselves
Yeah.
too much, and we put too much self-importance just on us only.
Yeah, man.
Don't get me wrong, that's one aspect of it. But the other aspect of it is your social intelligence or your emotional intelligence. How do I sort of like raise my self-awareness and then act according to how other people act?
Exactly.
In other words, good communication with that person is important. Honesty with yourself is key in terms of the lifestyle you want to live, and making the right decisions and choices in your life to basically say, this is what I want and this is how I'm going to pursue it.
Come on.
Needs to be in place from the get-go. Because if you are in a situation where you cheat regularly, I'm not talking about the odd one or two, even though I don't condone it, but it happens, you know, people make mistakes, then that's saying something about you as a person. And you need to reset and think about how you can get to a place where that doesn't apply, because socially, that doesn't work in society.
Exactly.
It just doesn't work. That's why it's called cheating. You're cheating. As in, it's not genuine. It's not the way it should be.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm just going to leave it there. There's so much to talk about, bruv.
That's a great way to end it. And to finish off, just remember, black men don't cheat.
Yeah, they don't cheat, bruv.
Loyal.
Cool.
Don't cheat on our barbers. We definitely don't cheat on our missus.